What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along. Today, the Merseyside derby, Liverpool against Everton, Klopp against Ancelotti. Big game coming up. Premier League action, of course. We've still got another day until Arsenal play, so let's try and chill, relax and enjoy the weekend until Manchester City roll into town. And, you know, we can only pray for that game, Arsenal fans. But big up everyone in the chat. Thank you for tuning in as always. Seb says, big up Curtis, running on Caribbean time again. You know how it is. How you doing, Curtis? I'm good. Kasim, thank you for tuning in. Matt says, people actually think Everton can win. I mean, they can only dream. Curtis Shaw for president. Hey, I got to be better than Donald Trump, of course. Thomas from Norway. Hello, Curtis. Hope you're well. Give me your predictions, people. What do you think the score's going to be today? I think most people expect a Liverpool win. Hey, big up, man. Big up, Curtis. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, man. Hope you're having a great day. And, you know, your team are flying high at the moment. They play Aston Villa tomorrow. Hope you have a great birthday. Thank you for all your support. Hello, big up 3-1 Liverpool. Big up Big C. What Alisson? Yeah, what's he going to do today, man? Big up Curtis. 1-1 is my prediction. Let me show you the team lineups, people. Would you take Allen at Arsenal? I would. Yeah, I would take him. I think he's a decent midfielder. These are the team lineups. This is the Liverpool team. Alisson in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Kabak and Henderson at centre-back with Robertson at left-back. Wijnaldum, Jones and Thiago in the midfield. And the front three, usual suspects in it. Mane, Salah, Firmino. The bench, Adrian, Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Tsimikas, Shaqiri, Origi, Davis, Phillips and Williams. So, I mean, it's interesting. They're still not playing the other centre-back who they signed, Davis. They're still playing Henderson at the back. No Fabinho. Obviously, no Gomez and no Van Dijk. Although there is a picture. Van Dijk posted a picture of himself and Joe Gomez in the gym a day or two ago. So you never know. Maybe I've heard a few reports saying that Van Dijk may play again this season, as is the speed of his recovery. So maybe Liverpool will get a boost. It's important for this lad Kabak to really settle in now and prove his quality if Liverpool are going to sign him on a permanent deal or not. I think it's a decent team for Liverpool and probably enough to, in my opinion, enough to really trouble Liverpool. Vladimir Schmitz or Patrick Berger? It's got to be Patrick Berger, man. That left foot was ferocious. What do you think of Thiago? I think Thiago's a top player. I know a lot of people are saying, does he suit Liverpool? Is his style of play not working? I think you've got to look here. He was Bayern Munich's probably their best midfielder last year when they won the Champions League. But Liverpool have had injury problems. You know, he needs Henderson and Fabinho next to him, not the people that are playing next to him at the moment. So, yeah, I rate Thiago highly. I think he's a top player. Really hope Liverpool win, but they always bottle it. Draw or win. I think Liverpool will win. I'll show you the Everton team, so you've got an idea of why I think that Liverpool will win. Their team is Pickford in goal, Coleman at right back, Godfrey and Holgate, Michael Keane and Luca Digne. So I believe it's five at the back, or they're playing wing backs of Coleman and Luca Digne. The midfield is Decore, Gomez and Davis, with James Rodriguez behind, Richarlison up front. I mean, as you can see there, they're not at full strength. Allen's on the bench. Calvert-Lewin's on the bench. He's just returned. And I'm just not sure that midfield. I like Decore. Gomez is decent, but I'm not sure that's their full strength midfield, really. I think Allen would be in there. And obviously Calvert-Lewin, who's been fantastic up front for Everton this season. He is on the bench. Calvert-Lewin, a player that I would actually like to see Arsenal go for. In fact, even Decore is a player that for £20 million I would have probably liked Arsenal to go for. And maybe even Allen as well. So, you know, big up Mason Holgate, friend of mine. He's doing really well this season at Everton. Talk of a possible England call-up for him. It's a decent Everton team, but I just think without Calvert-Lewin, I think Liverpool will have the edge over them. That's my personal opinion. What are your guys' comments now you've seen the two teams? Big up, man, in the chat. Show some love to Curtis, people. Smash the like button and subscribe if you're not already. Big up, bro. Appreciate that. 2-1 Liverpool. Everton haven't beaten Liverpool at Anfield since 1999 in the league since 2010. There you go. It's not looking good for him, is it? To be honest, if that's the case. Curtis, would you take James? James, which James are we talking about? Daniel James, Reece James? I'd take Reece James. I wouldn't take Daniel James. Do you see Ox breaking in the team in the future? I don't. I think his future may potentially lie away from Liverpool. It just hasn't really happened for him there. He did start off really well until he got the injury, and then it kind of held him back. Curtis, what do you think of the Hudson-Odoi substitution? Yeah, very, very harsh. Comes on as a sub at half-time and gets subbed back off 20 minutes later. The manager said he wasn't working hard enough. So I suppose if you're not working hard enough, the manager's got a right to take you off. It's very, very harsh on Hudson-Odoi. I'm sure he'll be angry with the manager, but he'll learn a lot from it. He obviously wants him to work harder. So you can do two things. You can either sulk about it or you can listen to him and try and work even harder. Let's have a look. Oh, James the Colombian. Sorry, apologies. James Rodriguez. Yeah, I would take him. I would have taken him. I remember when Arsenal were linked with him and a lot of people were saying they wouldn't have him. Apologies, man. I thought you were talking about Reece James, Daniel James, maybe. Yeah, James Rodriguez. I would have taken him. He's proved that he can do it in this league so far. He has had a few injury problems. But yeah, good player. Hudson-Odoi swap for Nelson. I'd take that all day long. 4 defeats in a row. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, Liverpool have lost their last 3 games. You would never have thought that after going, 60-odd games unbeaten at home. They lose three games in a row. It's crazy. Remember Keane getting subbed off 18 minutes after coming on at Old Trafford. Now look at him. Man scoring goals for PSG against Barcelona, man. It's all changed. You got to get your head down and just work, man. Ndidi or Xhaka, bro, I think everyone in the comments can answer that question for me. I'd be more than happy to do that swap deal. I think most Arsenal fans would do that swap deal, to be honest. I think it's a tie 2-2 today. How angry would you be if Arsenal lost 6-0 tomorrow and then 2-0 to Benfica? Bro, I would be absolutely like Arteta out show. I'd be doing one every 3 days, I think. I'd be losing my head. I'd be absolutely losing my head, bro. 6-0 tomorrow. No, I hope not. I really hope not. French league is good for Keane. It seems to suit him. Rumours are that James Rodriguez is not enjoying life at Liverpool, the weather and culture. So who knows? We could get him on loan from Everton. You'd probably expect him to leave the Premier League altogether. If he did leave Everton. Indeed, he's underrated. He's a very good player. What are you drinking? Nah, I'm just on water today, bro. Richarlison for Nketiah swap. Nketiah has untapped potential. I'm not sure they would want to do that swap deal over at Everton, to be honest. Let's have a quick look at the league table. See where the teams are. I just scrolled down a bit so we can, get Arsenal in there as well. But as you can see, Liverpool are 6th and Everton are 7th. Everton do have a game in hand. A win today would put them level on points, although they will be behind Liverpool on goal difference. As you can see, Everton 1 win in their last 5. They've lost their last 2 games. Liverpool 2 wins in their last 5. They've lost their last 3 games. So both teams in poor form going into this one. And it's been Liverpool's defence. I think you look at the goals scored. Liverpool have scored 45 goals. Only Man City and Man United have topped them on goals scored. Bear in mind that Man United scored 9 in one game. So Liverpool would have been, they are still one of the top scorers. The difference is this goals conceded, 32 goals conceded. I mean, Arsenal have conceded less than Liverpool. Manchester City's defence is extraordinary this season. 15 goals conceded in 24 games. With 49 scored, it could be a long day tomorrow for the Gooners. But nah, look, if Liverpool win today, they'll go 5th. Could potentially go 4th if they win by 3 goals. And of course, yeah, Everton. Everton won't move if they win, but will be level on points with Liverpool and still have a game in hand over them. So big game, big Merseyside derby. This Carlo Ancelotti, a manager that I would have taken when he was available. He has signed a massive contract, £13 million a season, but he is a fantastic manager, very proven. Layla says Tillemans or Ceballos. I would go Tillemans. I do like him. I do like Ceballos, but I've always liked Tillemans. Very good player. Curtis, your thoughts on Odsonne Edouard if Laka leaves? I'd take him at the right price. I would not want to pay huge money for him. He's had a all right season this year. Obviously, Celtic have struggled, and I think he's someone we'll look at if Lacazette leaves. To be honest, last time Van Dijk was injured in this fixture, yeah, that terrible tackle from Jordan Pickford. Game's underway and a corner to Everton. They will be fuming. Long ball over the top. The ball is literally going out for a goal kick under no pressure. And Kabak heads it out for a corner. They will not be happy if Everton score from this, I'm telling you. He had no reason to head that. Obviously wasn't sure of what was around him. Tony to Arsenal this summer. He's another one they may look at. But I think Edouard will be one of the main targets. Corner crossed in. Chance. Oh, goes wide. And it was a chance as well. Godfrey, ball just seemed to hit him on his leg. Wasn't expecting it. That could have been a goal after just 40 seconds. He's actually unmarked. He probably should do better. He should do better there. Curtis, is Kabak any good? I haven't seen enough of him. You know, he had a tough game against Leicester, but it can't help for a young centre-back coming to Liverpool. They're under pressure, and you're playing centre-back next to a centre midfielder in Henderson. I mean, Henderson's done okay, but, you know, he's not a natural central defender. So it's not easy for Kabak. Smith Rowe or Maddison? I think at the moment Maddison is ahead of Smith Rowe, let's be honest. But Smith Rowe's got a lot of potential. Yo, Curtis, hope that you are staying safe and doing well. I'm good, Wilson, man. Appreciate you tuning in. 2-1 to Liverpool. If you could buy two from Ryan, Odegaard and Ceballos, which one? Which one would it be? If you could buy two, then he's saying which one. I would go Odegaard, I think. He would be the one I would go for in that 10 role. I do like him. I like Matt Ryan as well, but second choice goalkeepers are not difficult to get. Ceballos, I think I would rather go for Basuma next to Thomas Partey or even Aouar. You know, that's still the dream. So yeah, I would go for Odegaard, to be honest. Chris Davidson says, big up Curtis, what's your score prediction? I'll go 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1. Now, you're right. Maddison is clear of Smith Rowe right now. Of course, he's done bits at Leicester. Very, very good player, Maddison. Richarlison's in. Richarlison has scored! 1-0 to Everton! Oh, Richarlison! Great finish. What a finish. Is he onside? There'll be a VAR check. That is a fantastic goal. Wow. Split their defence in half. And 1-0 to Everton. Is he onside? Is he on? Yeah, I think he is. What a lovely finish. Drills it into the bottom corner. Liverpool are shell-shocked. What a ball, James Rodriguez. I told you I'd take him at Arsenal. Look at the weight of pass. Richarlison, one touch, drills it across the goalkeeper. Bottom corner. Alisson, no chance. Nah, you don't save them. This is looking bad for Liverpool. Richarlison points up to the sky. VAR check is going on, but that is onside, definitely. And we've kicked off. And there you go. 1-0. The green screen strikes again. Richarlison, you're on the green screen. No doubt you will score. Liverpool are in turmoil. What is going off with this team right now? 1-0. And Liverpool are losing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. Looks like I might be wrong. Well, I did say 2-1 to Liverpool. So, you know, maybe we'll be right. But nah, that's a terrible start. Terrible, terrible start, man. 1-0 to Liverpool. 1-0 to Everton, sorry. 1-0 to Everton. Richarlison with the goal. And Klopp does not look happy. Imagine if they lose 4 games in a row. Richarlison playing through the middle with no Calvert-Lewin, who's on the bench. Let's put that on there. And Richarlison gives them the lead. Don Carlo, man. Don Carlo, as you say. I told people about James Rodriguez. I remember when we were linked with him. I said, bro, Richarlison looks like Eminem. Why have 2 centre-backs on the bench with a midfielder playing in their position? I don't get it. I really don't get it why he's not playing this guy who's just signed. Doesn't seem to want to play him. He brought him from Preston, I think, Ben Davies. He hasn't played him once. Will Saka get a Euro spot? It's going to be difficult, if we're honest. You look at the position he plays in. You look at the wide players for England, Rashford, Sterling, Sancho, Grealish. Be very difficult for him to get in there. I mean, possibly, but unless he Southgate just sees Saka as a versatile player that can play all over the pitch, it could be difficult for him to get in the squad. I hope so. I really do hope so. They signed Ben Davies and they are putting him on the bench all the time. It just seems like a pointless signing. You obviously don't rate him that highly. What a start for Everton. No, but that Davies is on the bench, bro. So he must be reasonably fit. Surely you would just move Henderson back into midfield and play this Davies next to Kabak. At least they're both natural centre-backs. Maybe Klopp wants to get the boot from Liverpool, get that sacking money. It's strange, isn't it? It is really strange. I think the board didn't back Klopp properly. He gets to January, needs a defender. He's buying £1 million defenders from the Championship. They should have backed him and said, go and buy a proper centre-back, for 20, 30 million. What minute are you in? 6 minutes and 20 seconds gone. So 1-0. 1-0 to Everton. Liverpool fans will be fuming. Merseyside derby at home. And the thing is, a lot of Everton pundits have been saying, Anfield with no fans is nowhere near as intimidating. People feel like they can go there and have a go at them and beat them. And this is what's happening. I bench Richarlison in my fantasy. It's typical, isn't it? You bench player in your fantasy team and they score. Pereira or Bellerin again. Easy one. Pereira all day long. You gotta be joking, sure. Klopp out. Come on, man. Klopp's one of the best managers I've probably ever seen at Liverpool. You can't be saying Klopp out. Seriously. Here come Liverpool. Pulled back. Oh, good defending. Good defending and cleared. I think that was Holgate. Gerrard will leave Rangers like Rodgers did mid-season and come. Everyone thinks that's the natural one, isn't it? Gerrard come to Liverpool. They've lost their last 2 at Anfield. It's crazy, man. Raul said, loved your Arsenal City preview. Honestly, what those owners have done through the entire club is phenomenal with their drive and ambition. UEFA Champions League won't be too far away for sure. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think Manchester City are favourites to win the Champions League this year. Honestly, I do. I think Atletico Madrid are on fire in their league. Obviously, Bayern Munich, they're the holders. And, you never know. There's other teams, isn't there? You could get PSG. They got to the final last year. But I just think Man City this year are going to be very close to winning it, if not actually winning it. Because I think Pep knows he needs to win that. Appreciate your comment. Go and check out that preview with Big Steve, Man City FC. He's got a good channel that's just starting, but he knows his stuff, man. Season ticket holder, passionate, and he was speaking about how them owners have transformed that football club, and it just makes you think, what would Arsenal be with those kind of owners, considering how big a club we are already. Here come Liverpool with Salah, counter-attack. Here's Mane. Goes past Godfrey, whips it in. Keeper clears it. Pickford. That was a dangerous cross. Pressure's still on. City or PSG? I think City are going to win it this year. What a machine Decore is in midfield. £20 million for him. Ball crossed in Liverpool and cleared again by Decore. Everton looks like they're playing 3-5-2. Or 3-5-1-1 with James Rodriguez just behind Richarlison through the middle. I'm telling you right now, bro, every time Arsenal aren't supposed to win a game, they win a game. Watch tomorrow. Don't be surprised if they win. If we beat Man City tomorrow, there's going to be absolute scenes on the watch-along, I'm telling you. Schmeichel is levels above Leno. I think they're similar level, man. I do rate Schmeichel. I think he's very underrated at Leicester. But is he levels above Leno? I don't know. I think Leno's done well this season, apart from when he started playing volleyball, you know. City better than PSG. I just think as a collective, they could beat PSG. PSG is very much individual quality, you know. Although they did play very well the other night against Barcelona. We did the watch-along for that. It was a great game. Don't sleep on Bayern. No, of course you can't. They're the holders, you know. Lewandowski's on fire this year. They're wingers. They've added Leroy Sané as well from last season. So I think Bayern Munich, Man City, PSG, you know, those three are probably the favourites. Maybe Atletico as well. I agree with you. City and Bayern are my hot picks. But, bro, Pep was speaking absolute nonsense regarding Arteta. Apparently, we dominated every game we played. Bro, at that point, I felt like he was trolling. You know, sometimes I think some of the... You know what? I genuinely think when some of these managers think that a manager is doing poor at a big club, I think they purposely big them up to try and just make them, you know, the Arsenal board will go, yeah, but look how highly Pep speaks about Arteta and Mourinho and, you know, all these people bigging him up. They're probably all sitting there going, do you know what? This Arteta's having a nightmare. Let's big him up in the press conference so he stays there. I felt like Pep was trolling, man. Bayern lost. Did they lose? I saw they were losing to... Who did they play? Eintracht Frankfurt, I think, today. Bayern Munich. Yep, they lost 2-1 to Eintracht Frankfurt. So poor result for them. Very poor result. Curtis, did you used to play for Tamworth, Bedford and Barton? Yeah, there are a few of the teams that I've been at. Pep has told Arteta what to say after every game. Say it enough, people will start to believe it. Bruv, do you know what? That's bang on, you know. He's like a politician, Arteta, you know. He hypnotizes people with, you know, he speaks well and dresses smart, and some people get hypnotized by everything he says. But I don't fall for it all, man. Some of it is like, you know, them politicians who say, vote for me, I'll build all this in your community, and then, you know, they get voted in, they don't do nothing. You know, it's all nice words at the moment. Arsenal deserve so much better than this clown. Jose does that to ish managers who ain't on his level all the time. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Curtis, do you think Odegaard will play against City? I would start him. I thought he did well in the week. I think Smith Rowe needs a rest. Bring in some wingers. Bring in some pace back, man. Get Pepe back in the team tomorrow. Darlow, Martinez and Schmeichel, best free keepers in the Premier League. I don't know about that. Maybe in form. Maybe in form. They are doing really well. But not overall, of course. Come on, man. You know what they do. You know how he goes, man. He sounds like a politician. You know? I'd vote for Arteta. He talks a good talk, man. He's saying Arteta here bamboozles. I'm telling you, Richarlison could be in here again. Whips it in. It's blocked. There's Davis. Finds Gomez. Richarlison finds Luca Digne. He's got a good cross on him, man. Although it's blocked. Yeah, you know, the hair and all that. Hope you're well. How many languages do you speak? Only one, really. You know, I speak a couple of words of other languages, but I'm not fluent in any other language, really. You could say Jamaican. Is that a language? I suppose it's a form of language rather than an entire language, you know. Curtis, Pepe is a baller, but Arteta is not helping him to progress. I agree with that. You know, why did he not play in the week? Why is he all of a sudden was probably our informed player for 3 or 4 games and then just gets benched? Here come Liverpool with Salah. Oh, looks for Mane, gets blocked. See, Everton have got a lot of players behind the ball. Given away by Decore is Robertson. Blocked again. They've got so many players behind the ball. Who would be a number one keeper for England at the Euros? It's a tricky one because they haven't really. I think England should have looked at other goalkeepers more. There are keepers at club level who are playing better than Pickford, like Pope, but it's different playing for England and playing for your club. I actually think Pickford does quite well for England, I don't rate him for Everton, but I'm not sure whether I would just go with Pope in the England team. I think when you play for England, sometimes you need a bit of game time before you go into a tournament. If he was going to go with Pope, he needs to play him a little bit before the tournament. You can't just leave him as second or third choice and then start a tournament and throw him in. He might not deal with the pressure of being England's number one. Well, I do like Henderson. I do. He hasn't played enough for United. Obviously, De Gea is their number one. I do like Henderson, I got to admit. Pope's probably had a better season than Pickford, but I just think he needs game time for England before you pick him. Big up Curtis, name your 3 ideal realistic summer transfer signings. Bissouma would be number 1. Second would be Max Aarons. Third one would be it's tricky because for some reason I still feel like we need someone in that attack, but I feel like we need a centre-back as well. But then I suppose we have been tighter at the back this season, so I'll go with... That's a tricky one. You're pushing me. Yeah, maybe Odegaard then, because Odegaard is a player that I would sign. All right, I'll go Odegaard, Aarons, and Bissouma. I'll go for those 3. I've liked what I've seen of Odegaard so far, to be honest. I would potentially look for another striker though, and get rid of Lacazette. I would take Edouard. I would still possibly take Memphis Depay. Free transfer. And he's having a good season at Lyon. Go and check his record, man. A lot of people like Lamptey. He's so small. I think he's 5'4" or 5'5", man. Indeed, I just don't think we'd get him. I think he would cost a lot of money. Free kick to Everton, saved. It was a shot from about 30 yards, James, and saved by Alisson straight at him. I like Neto. He would be expensive as well, man. Very expensive. 40 million plus, I reckon. Don't worry, lads. Arteta will become the best manager in the world. Yeah, he will. Sure he will. We need to sign 5 players like Everton did. 3 ain't enough. I agree. I think we need a proper window this season. What about left back? Yeah, backup left back as well. Why would Edouard and Depay go to Arsenal? Edouard would definitely come to Arsenal. Let's be honest. He's playing for Celtic. No disrespect, they're not even going to win the league this year. We could easily double his wages. He's a French under-21 player. Going to Arsenal puts him on a higher level playing in the Premier League. There's no reason whatsoever that Edouard wouldn't come to Arsenal. And Depay, I think, would come to Arsenal as well. Again, we'd pay bigger wages than Lyon. We're a bigger club. I think he'd have a point to prove in the Premier League, the fact that he kind of flopped at Man United, and I think he would want to come and prove himself. I think he would be interested. Don't get me wrong, as you said, he does want to go Barca, but I think that with Ronald Koeman probably going to get sacked. I'm not sure Barca will. I don't know whether that's a Ronald Koeman signing or a Barcelona, the club signing. So there's talk of Koeman getting sacked. Maybe Barcelona won't go for him if they've got a different manager next season, So that'll be interesting. But no, I think Arsenal could get both of them players. Chance for Firmino, shoots wide. Salah, great ball into Mane, rolls it round the corner. Firmino tries to bend it, it's blocked, and goes out for a corner. It's a great chance. Good block by Michael Keane. I really want to see the T-shirt with Arteta and the Emirates burning in the background. Everything is fine, don't worry. Corner whipped. Do you know what? I'd love to. It's just our fan base are a little dysfunctional. A lot of people would be like, you're joking around as not doing well, and I'd have to. Oh, we'll have to see. Shot! Oh, just wide, volleyed wide by Jordan Henderson. I don't know if the keeper saved that. Arsenal are going to get De Bruyne in the summer, unless Kevin De Bruyne's got a brother or something. But we ain't getting Kevin De Bruyne, that's for certain. Champions League football, yeah, I'll do it. I may do it again this week. I did. What did I do last week? I did PSG against Barca. That was a great game. Looking ahead, yeah, Atletico Chelsea on Tuesday, people. We'll do that one. So tune in for that. Shadow says, great show with Steve Big C. Really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Go and check that out if you haven't already, people. Man City v Arsenal preview. Boom, Messi. Yeah, of course. Edu. Cheers, Edu. We got the Croydon De Bruyne. Oh, dear. There's Curtis Jones. It's amazing how he's just keeping Oxlade-Chamberlain out of the team now. Ox seems to have no purpose in this team, and the manager's just not interested in playing him. Here come Liverpool, Thiago, Heinz Henderson, who seems to be stepping forward quite a lot now. Has he changed position or what? Passes it back to Trent. Trent dinks it in, looking for Robertson. He could be in. He's brought down. Is that a penalty? No penalty given. Liverpool looks so slow. I think their team are a little bit tired, man. I feel all those seasons of that hard work and pressing, it's probably taken a lot out of them. Mane and Salah and all them lot. They've been carrying this team really for a few years. It's Trent. What a strike, goes over the bar. Was that saved by Pickford? It looks like it may be a corner. Curtis Jones is a baller. Plus Klopp doesn't have time for injury-prone players who aren't Naby Keita. He loves Naby Keita, but I think the thing with Naby Keita, he's stuck by him for so long. He worked so hard to sign him. He's got to be seen to backing him. Corner to Liverpool. It was saved. Robertson's going to whip this in. Why? Listen, one of my pet hates in football is out-swinging corners. I just can't stand them. They take it short to Thiago. His corner's blocked. They end up all the way back to the halfway line. Long ball. They just don't quite look the same team, Liverpool, do they? Something missing with them. Arsenal fans don't understand that this mess was created in 10 years, not just going to disappear. Did you hear what happened to Willian? Yep. Disgraceful behavior, man. Racially abusing him. What can I say? I'm not surprised anymore, people. Honestly, I'm not surprised by it. I'm at the point where I'm tired of even talking about it, if I'm honest. That I feel, and I'm not being disrespectful to your comment, I'm at a point now where I'm just like, listen, the FA, UEFA, the government, social media, stop talking about it. Just fix it. Try and help it. Try and help it and do something about it. I see Zaha come out yesterday and say he's not taking one knee before games anymore. Because it's a token. It's all right doing all these things, but they don't want to do anything about it. And I believe that as well. I'm all for that. Stop doing one knee before a game. Stop putting Black Lives Matter on the back of football shirts. That stuff ain't making no difference. That stuff don't mean anything. Right? Do something about it. Stop talking about it. Social media platforms, they're not even kicking people off their accounts for racially abusing you. They're suspending you for 7 days. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous, man. It is. It's ridiculous, to be honest. Thousands of trolls every day. It's like it's become a trend for people. This crazy world we live in, man. But yeah, action's needed, man. Enough with the talking now, to be honest. When it comes to that subject anyway. Goal kick to Everton. Liverpool are struggling to create anything here. It's looking difficult. They look short of ideas. It just makes you wonder why they didn't go into the market. The Black Lives Matter kneeling stuff has created more racists. You could be right. Man. It's because, I don't know. It's just a strange situation. It's a really strange situation, but They have to do something about it instead of keep talking about it. Bissouma or Decore? I would go for. I do like Decore, but he's not gettable at the moment. So I'm not saying Bissouma's better than Decore, but just because he's somebody we could sign, I'm gonna go for Bissouma and big him up. I actually probably haven't seen enough of him, to be honest. What is worse, outswinging corners or corners that don't beat the first man? Yeah, the corners that get cleared at the near post are horrible. If you work on them and it's intentional, it's something that can work. Near post, someone gets a little flick on, it can work. But Arsenal, we got to be one of the worst teams in the league for corners. We are terrible. Why can't we get rid of our owners like Barca forced theirs out? We're only going down the table with Stan Kroenke, and I ain't surprised if we ain't mid-table for the next few years. Unfortunately, right, one of the problems with Arsenal and our fan base is we are, I don't know, we're very vocal. You go on social media, they'll all be saying stuff, but they won't come together. They're not about that life when it comes to certain things, man. I'm afraid they'll have an argument with you about Mikel Arteta, but they won't stand next to each other and try and have a go at the owner. As I say, talking and action is two different things, bro. And this is the thing. Decore is the better player. I agree. I think Decore, there's talk of him being called up by France. I agree. I do rate I rate Decore, but I'm only bigging up Bissouma because we might be getting him. And look at this, Henderson playing centre back has got injured, and now Davis is coming on. There you go. That's what you signed him for. That is what you signed him for. Big up Wilfred Zaha for standing up and taking a stand. He speaks from the heart. He has refused to take the knee from now on since it's not working. 100% needed to be done. Needed to be done. Yeah, stop the kneeling business now, and do something about it. Henderson, is it a groin injury? I saw him just get kicked. Jurgen Klopp must be thinking, what is going on here, man? All of his centre backs are injured, and then, is that Phillips? Apologies, I thought it was that Davis. It's Nat Phillips, yeah. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Klopp's face. Look, Henderson's injured, trying to stretch it off. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. Oh, dear, Klopp is fuming. Yeah, man, togetherness, people. Come on, 2021. We're all the same, people. We're all the same. That's all it is now, man. But it's sad. It's sad. It's Thiago. I mean, if they lose it, Liverpool have gone from probably favourites to win the title at the start of the season to now you're looking at, even top four could be tricky for them. They need to sort themselves out. Stand tall, always 100, bro, 100%. Pepe over Zaha, just so we pay less up front. That sums up our owners. Listen. I'm not gonna pretend to be some sort of ITK, but I've got mutual friends of Zaha, right? And Zaha was desperate to come to Arsenal. And I mean desperate. He's an Arsenal fan. He made public comments saying, let me go. And Arsenal wouldn't pay the money up front. Pepe was not the number one target. Zaha was the number one target. And they bought Pepe because Pepe was buy now, pay later. Cash converter business. Klarna. You know what I mean? That's why they went for him. Zaha, Emery said it when he left. He wanted Wilf. So that's it. It's hard to be a manager. It's like your mum sending you shop to get some milk and you come back with bread. Like, yeah, maybe we need bread, but that ain't what I sent you for. Do you know what I'm saying? The man asked for Zaha. You brought in Pepe. It ain't the same thing. They play on different wings. One's left-footed, one's right. They're two totally different players. It's crazy, bruv. Liverpool struggle to get top 4. Love what Zaha said. It's popular to show solidarity, but there's no real change. 100%. 100%. You know, follow fashion business, you know. If Emery had Zaha Champions League spot, he probably would have. You know, we had, who did we have out wide that year? Iwobi. Come on, man. It would have been totally different. Here come Liverpool with Mane. Is that a foul? Free kick about 25 yards out. Holgate fouls him. How long has Zaha got on his contract? I think he's got, it's 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years he's got left. Hey, big up Curtis. Hope you're well, my G. Hey, big up, man. Thank you for tuning in, Samuel. Big up everyone for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Listen, Arsenal tomorrow. So this is the calm before the storm, people. Calm before the storm. One race and that's human. Love from Canada. Love that comment. Love it. Spot on. Maybe Liverpool are paying the price for having so many asthma sufferers in their team. They apparently stopped working after a few years. Is there any truth in that? Have they got a lot of players with asthma? I don't know. It's Trent with a free kick. It's awful. Straight down the middle, over the bar. I can't believe you want me to cook, kiddo, bro. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to see me cooking, bro. I'm telling you. Maybe we'll do cooking shows, yeah. Mate, I'm very worried about the game tomorrow. I'm not even worried about it. Yeah, I'm not even worried. I've already taken any kind of pressure away from that game tomorrow. That's the best thing to do. Remove all expectation for the Manchester City game, my friend. And then you can't be disappointed, you know? All I will say on the social media stuff, USA voted out the guy that was going to hold them responsible for that stuff. That's mad. Header back. Yeah, it's mad. I don't Indomie specials. Oh my days. Cook Indomie live and then eat it on camera, you know? How many goals is City going to score tomorrow? Depends on the team selection. You know, are they going to play Aguero? He's back. Are they going to play De Bruyne? Gundogan's back. All their best players are back right now. You know, they're all back, so it's going to be long. Leno, Cedric, Holding, Murray, Tierney, Xhaka, Ceballos, Pepe, Odegaard, Martinelli, Lacazette. Tomorrow it's a free hit. It is a free hit. It is. I think he will make some changes tomorrow. Only reason I'm worried, Curtis, is because I don't want them to embarrass us. I don't think they will. I know a lot of people are saying we're going to lose 5-0, 6-0. I don't think we'll lose like that. You know, I think 2 or 3-1, something like that. You never know. You never know with Arsenal. Maybe they'll surprise us, but I doubt it. We've got a horrific record against Man City. I don't think we've beaten City in the league since 2015. So... trust Big C, you do that noodle video, it will go viral. Oh, what a miss, Everton. Great save by Alisson. Should have scored. Seamus Coleman of all people. Oh, my days. What a ball in. He's onside, gets around the back of Robertson, should have scored. 6 yards out, 7 yards out. Free header, heads it straight at Alisson. He's got to score. He's got to score. Luiz or Holding tomorrow. I'm going David Luiz, you know. I'm going David Luiz. I'm only making... I wouldn't make wholesale changes for tomorrow, you know. I don't think... I think we got to keep the flow going. I would maybe give Smith Rowe a rest. Corner whipped in. Alisson clears it. He was under pressure there. Decore. Oh, that's a terrible shot. Nice flick. Luca Digne shoots wide. Lineup. Leno... Tierney, Cedric, Luiz, Gabriel. I'll play the same back four. Midfield too. I mean, it's horrible because I wouldn't want to play Xhaka and I wouldn't want to play El Neni, but we got no choice. So I'll just go Xhaka and Ceballos. I'll play Odegaard 10. I'll play Pepe and Saka out wide. Odegaard in the 10, as I said. Up front, would I give Aubameyang a rest tomorrow? I'm trying to think. He's just had a bit of a nightmare. Does he need to play and score? Maybe I'll give Lacazette a game. Maybe I'll go Lacazette up front, give Aubameyang a rest, and save him for Benfica. Yeah, I'll give Lacazette. I'll bring in Lacazette and Pepe. I'll give them a chance. Curtis Emile Smith-Rowe apparently wasn't seen training today, so it looks like he won't be playing tomorrow. I think he needs the rest anyway. He does need the rest. I've had jerk chicken, never cooked it. What's the spice combo? It's nice, man. It's not that difficult to cook, to be honest. Arteta formation tomorrow, 8-2-1. Yeah, bring Aubameyang on second half. Why not? ESR is massively overrated. I think he is a little bit still. All that De Bruyne talk was that we got carried away with that. Definitely got carried away. Willian to play striker. That's what he did, innit, the last game. Oh, my days. Because Arsenal haven't got the ability to make top four. We've been written off. So there isn't any expectation for us to win because of this. It's set up for us to upset, as we've done so many times, 2-1 Arsenal. I just don't think it will happen tomorrow for some reason. Here come Liverpool. Curtis Jones. He's had a bad touch there. There's no movement. No movement. Everton have got 9-10 players behind the ball. You know? Firmino finds Thiago, whips it in, cleared away. It's going to be a hard game. Is this true then? Yes. Liverpool and Man City have the most registered asthma sufferers in their teams. City have 20 plus players that get an inhaler prescribed. I've never heard that. I don't know how you would find out that info if that's true, but it's great, good information that you found out. Will De Bruyne come straight in? I think he will because he came on in the week and did well. I think they'll start him. It's disrespectful to compare Pepe to Willian. ESR was solid against Benfica, to be fair. I love his dribbles in the box, inside, outside, super quick move. I just don't like him playing off the left. I know he did all right there against Leeds, but it didn't work against Benfica, in my opinion. Oh, header for Liverpool, just wide. It was Phillips' free kick was whipped in. And back post header. Robertson whipped it in. He was onside, headed it near post, side netting. City's bench is better than our team, bruv. They had De Bruyne, Aguero, Kyle Walker, all these men. These men would walk into our team. And that's on their bench. Footy chats. Big up yourself, Curtis. Hope you're good, bro. I'm good, man. Thank you for tuning in. They fake having asthma so that it opens up their lungs more. They say can run more. Basically cheating in a way. Bro, you better go in with some mad conspiracy theories now. Aguero loves to score against us. His record against us is crazy, man. Liverpool just can't create anything. Typical Klopp arguing and making excuses. Oh, dear. He don't like it when he loses, does he? But then no big manager likes it when they lose. And he's having a tough run at the moment. Aguero's not fit. He was on the bench, though, so he will probably be on the bench tomorrow. Big up Curtis. Thankfully, my COVID test came back negative. Good, man. Glad you're okay. You know, it's good to get yourself checked. I had a COVID test myself, actually, a few weeks ago, and I was came back negative as well. Aguero's going to leave Man City at the end of the season. There's rumours of him going back to Argentina or maybe going PSG. I think PSG are going to look to sign all the free transfers this summer. Obviously, Messi, Ramos, Aguero, all out of contract. Can't wait to see Arsenal get battered tomorrow and some fans go into turmoil. Oh, dear. Do you know what it is, though? I think every Arsenal fan in the back of their mind is thinking, do you know what? I'm not going to get carried away. You ain't going to hear no energy from me talking about beating them before that game, bro. I'm going into that. I'll be watching that game tomorrow like this, trying to see how it goes. So I don't think we'll get battered. Honestly, I don't think we'll get battered. It'll be a close game. They might beat us by like 2 goals or something, but I don't think they'll beat us 4, 5, 6-0 like people are saying, Benfica's way more important. Way more. Just get that game out of the way tomorrow. Whatever we get's a bonus and keep it moving. Benfica on Thursday, mate. You're going to see scenes because I've got to admit I'm still a little nervous about that Benfica game. We should have done the job this week. Messi false 9 with Foden, Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne. That would be ridiculous. I mean, Big Steve, actually, who I did the preview with, I was speaking to him and he was saying off camera, well, he actually said it on camera. He knows a couple of people who work at Man City. I know they've sent him stuff before and that. And he said they're telling him Messi's going there in the summer. They're saying it with confidence. They're saying it with full-on confidence he's going to go Man City. They're making him some unbelievable offer where they're going to give him shares in their business and stuff. Like, it's mad. It's mad. Your Benfica stream was lit, Kurt. It's more enjoyable than the game. Yeah, the game itself wasn't great. Bruv, I was on edge because I felt like Benfica were there to be beaten and knocked out in one leg of that game. We could have won that game 2 or 3-0, but Aubameyang decided to have his worst probably game he's had in an Arsenal shirt. But I still think we'll turn them over on Thursday, but it's still a little bit nerve-wracking that the game ain't over. I can see us drawing tomorrow. I'll take that. Salah whips it in, back post. Too much air on the cross and caught by Jordan Pickford. Mbappe will leave PSG this summer and go Real Madrid. Awesome player. I don't see it. Do not see it. Real Madrid are broke. They're in a lot of financial trouble. They need to sell a lot of players. And I think he'll still be at PSG. I don't think anybody could spend that kind of money on him. Not in this window. Imagine the shirt revenue from Messi. Bro, I would want to go and watch Man City just to watch Messi. Like, you know what I mean? I would actually imagine how much a ticket would go up to at City all of a sudden. You would get so many people coming to watch Man City from around the world to see Messi. Not if PSG get Messi. It'll be interesting. I just think he turns 34 this summer. Does a 34-year-old attacking player want to come to the Prem? The Prem's very intense, man. No winter break. The physicality of the league, the weather is not as good as Spain. I just don't know if Messi will want to come to England. I really don't. I don't think I've ever heard Messi talk about England and ever mention wanting to come here. I think he maybe will go PSG, but I would love him to go to Man City, even though he'll probably score a bag of goals against Arsenal. I'd just love to see Messi in the Prem. Imagine if Messi flops. He wouldn't, man. The defenders in the Prem are not that good, man. He would put certain teams to the sword, bro. I think he'd win the Golden Boot in the Prem. Definitely. Playing in that City team. Still can't get over that Aubameyang miss. Oh, my God. The first one. I mean, the second one's bad. I expected him to score the second one, but the first one, if I missed that, I wouldn't sleep all weekend if I missed that. If my son missed that, I'd be like, yo, I can't believe you've missed that. I'd be so confident he would score that. But Aubameyang missing it. I think he was too relaxed. He allowed his foot to be too, he didn't put that little bit of power in it to just guide it back in. He just kind of let the ball hit his foot, man, and just trailed wide. It was terrible. Awful, awful miss from Oba. Messi can't go to PSG. If he does, financial fair play is done, but he's a free transfer. He's a free transfer. There'll be ways around it. When it comes to wages, you can easily get around it, man. You give him a massive signing on fee, the bonuses, you can spread out huge payments throughout the contract. It's the transfer fee where you usually get bumped on FFP. So I think PSG could sign Messi if financially anyway. Raul said Messi in the Man City team will be the jewel in the crown. I would love to see him in City and Premier League. Yeah, I would. I actually would. I would love to see him there. Curtis, I can't imagine Messi playing at Turf Moor, innit, against Tarkovsky and Ben Mee and them, man. Curtis, you're too humble. When are you adding that join button on your YouTube? Know your worth. Bro, it's coming, I promise you. In the month of February, the memberships will be live. Honestly, 100%. I'm getting it sorted. So you will see that. I appreciate your comment, Social DRG. Thank you. Messi and Ramos in the Prem. Yeah, I would like to. Definitely Messi. Would you take Ramos at Arsenal? Yeah. Yeah, I would. He'd be our best centre-back. I'd take him for a year or two. Yeah, definitely would. Put Ramos next to Gabriel. Get a proper right back next to him. Thomas Partey in front and Basuma. Yeah, man, I'd take Ramos all day long. Messi has 26 goals against our big six English teams despite being in La Liga. That's crazy, isn't it? Man's not even in the Prem and he scored 26 goals against English clubs. It's phenomenal. Messi against centre-backs like Dunk and Johnny Evans, he'd tear them up. Free kick to Everton, taken short. Gomez whips it in. Oh, Decore finds Gomez. James Rodriguez finds Luca Digne. Oh, all the way back. They've defended that well. Will we end up above West Ham or Everton? It's not looking likely at the moment, is it? It's not looking likely at the moment. People keep telling me, our squad's not good enough to challenge for top 4 or top 6 and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm sorry, mate. If West Ham are up there, then we should be up there. David Moyes and West Ham with Fabianski in goal, a goalkeeper we couldn't wait to get rid of about 6-7 years ago. And, half of their players wouldn't get in our team. Here come Everton on the attack. They got 2-on-1 out wide here. James Rodriguez, his movement. They're taking long. Messi in an interview in Argentina said he was sick of being linked with PSG. There you go then. Maybe he doesn't want. And the thing is, Barca and PSG have had this little rivalry over the past couple of years with the games they've had. So, listen, if he's going to go anywhere, I still think Pep's the man to pull him out of there, man. Him and Pep have got such a good relationship. I think if Pep says, listen, man, you come to Man City, I'm going to give you crazy money. Aguero's here. Maybe he gives Aguero another year contract just to keep Messi happy as well. Curtis, do we still dream about top 6 or even top 4? Or is it a done deal? The players have to still go for it. But I don't see top 4, not a chance. Top 6 is not impossible. Top 4, I don't think we get anywhere near it, to be honest. Here come Liverpool, Salah. And it is no, it's not a corner. They keep it in. Trent whips it in back post. Great ball. No one there. And Coleman clears. Seamus Coleman's been a solid right back in the Prem, man. He's been here for years as well. Sure, they paid like 150 grand for it. Could you ever see Arsenal signing a 37, 38-year-old Ronaldo? If only, man. Another player that we nearly signed. Another one of Arsene Wenger's nearly signings. He was actually at the training ground. That's how close we were, people. They were putting his name on the back of the Arsenal shirt. It was that close to being done. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it got scuppered. United went and done it. If only, man. Just imagine. Just imagine. Lionel Messi, we tried to sign him as well. Coleman used to be a right winger ages ago. I think he's quality, man. I'm surprised he's never had a move from Everton. No disrespect to Everton. But there is a bit of a shortage of right backs, top quality right backs. I'm surprised at some stage no one's come in for him. We have to sell the stadium then. Oh, man. Genuinely feel like Messi has too much baggage with him. Do you think so? Listen, I think, and the halftime whistle goes it. Still 1-0 to Everton going in at halftime. Richarlison with that great goal early on. And yeah, Liverpool are in trouble. They're in trouble, man. Klopp. Once you get in this rut of struggling to win games, it's a bit of a habit that is hard to shake off. The players look short of ideas, man. You used to watch Liverpool and they look so certain of how to score goals. You knew it was just a matter of time. I'm watching them here thinking they might not score, you know? Arsene Wenger nearly signed. Yeah, you're right. Millions of players. Big up Gio with a super chat. Thank you very much for tuning in, bro. Big game tomorrow, man, for you. The Milan derby. Is it Zlatan against Lukaku part 2? You know? Curtis, do you sleep? Keep up your grind. You're a real one. Pepe needs to start tomorrow or Arteta is a clown. Pepe's been taking people's souls lately. Thank you very much for your super chat, bro. Bro, I'm on the grind right now. Sleep, you know, minimal sleep right now. That's what I'm on. To be fair, this whole lockdown thing, I don't know about anyone else, but my sleep pattern's all over the place, man. Sometimes I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning. It's all mad. But no, I really hope Pepe starts tomorrow. I remember against Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final, he was ripping up Mendy at left back. So I hope he does start. But nothing surprises me with the manager we've got, Mikel Arteta. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But big up Gio, thanks a lot, bro. Forza Inter, they're saying. I got to be honest, I was always an AC Milan fan in Italy. I used to love George Weah, Shevchenko, Rui Costa. I was actually gutted when R9 Ronaldo went to Inter Milan because I was like, oh no, I like AC Milan in Italy, but R9 Ronaldo is my favourite footballer and he's gone to Inter Milan. What do I do here? So yeah, he ended up at AC Milan in the end actually, but he was well past it by that time. What's your daily routine, bro? I have busy days, you know, bro. Honestly, busy days. You know, like I try and do a bit of a gym workout. Not every day. Sometimes I go for a 5K run. Take my son out to practice football, and then try and stream once or twice a day. I'm just trying to keep busy. It's not easy, is it, man? That's the main thing. Try not to be bored during this lockdown. Try and keep occupied. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes. Let's see what we're on now in terms of likes. We're on 100 likes, people. 100 likes. Let's see if we can get to 200. And don't forget tomorrow, Arsenal against Manchester City. Massive game in the Premier League. You may have to watch it from behind the sofa because it could get scary. But listen, you never know. Arsenal may surprise us and turn up with a performance. Zlatan at Inter. Yeah, that was a better one. Definitely. That definitely was the better one. Do you still play professional football? Nah, I don't now, bro. I'm at the back end of my career now, you know, just pass on experience and knowledge. And, you know, I still play for AFTVFC's YouTube team. Still bang goals in there, but nah, not professional. I had an opportunity about 18 months ago to go on trial with a professional club. And I just, you know, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to go for it this time. I'm not going to go for it. I'm just going to concentrate on what I'm doing with this. Try and build up the YouTube channel now. Move forward, you know. I've had my time in football. I've enjoyed it. I'll just keep banging goals in terms of YouTube football, people, and build up the channel. Big up Ray Jihad's TV. Go and check out his channel as well. He's a big Liverpool fan. He's probably going mad right now as well. Can still see Ronaldo in the MLS. I think so. I think Ronaldo's next. I think Ronaldo's next move will be MLS. MLS, definitely. Hope that Don is paying you good, my brother. Hey, 1K likes, people. Come on. That would be great. That would be great. Don Carlo was available and we didn't want to do it, man. We did not want to do it and we should have done it. We definitely Should have gone for Carlo. I was getting hammered. People saying, "Oh, Mourinho, you want a Mourinho?" I did want Carlo Ancelotti as well. I actually made a video about it at the time, saying I would take him. A lot of people were saying, due to the fact Napoli had struggled, they thought he was finished. But he's shown his quality, man. The football therapy, big up, man. I've never seen your name in the comments. Curtis, how can I try out for the AFTV team being a foreign player? Bro, if you can get over it, I know there's an email address. I'll try and get it up for people. If anybody is, I know they want players who have played around semi-pro level or higher. So if you've played at some sort of level like that, there's an email address. I'll try and find it, people. I'll try and find it because I know they're always on the lookout for new players, man. So if any of you are good players, at the moment we play our games in North London in Enfield. Sometimes in Enfield, sometimes in Walthamstow. If any of you feel you're good enough or you got a good enough CV, I'll get the email address and you can send your CV. And if you know they like it, they'll get you on there. Can you get it to me? I can do it. Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up on IG, man. Hit me up. Hit me up and I'll get the email address to you and you can get your CV, or you can send your CV to me if you want and I'll pass it on. Let me know, whichever. Whatever's easiest, bro. Pepe's a street player like Rooney was. Listen, I say this all the time, man. Street ballers are some of the best footballers, bro. Where do you think Maradona and Pele and all them guys, they learned that on the streets, bro? Wayne Rooney, yeah, street baller, one of the best ballers. The only thing is, bro, if you want to come and play, they play games every week. How are you going to get there? You're going to move over? You're going to move from sunny Barbados, Bridgetown, to come and play. Oh, my God, what a save that was from Pickford. Bro, I told you, people, listen, I said this earlier on. I don't know if I did say it, actually. Pickford, right, he hasn't had I don't rate him for Everton. But for England, he's a solid keeper. And that's why I'm saying, even though Pope's been better than him at club level, I've seen a lot of players before be really good for clubs and go and play for England and they can't handle the pressure. So I think Pickford will start for England. So yeah, but yeah, get in touch with me anyway, man. Get in touch. You never know if you're good enough, man. Maybe Robbie will pay for you to move over here, you know. Hey, Iniesta was a street baller too, bruv. Street ballers are the best ballers, man. That's natural talent. You're learning that in the streets, mate. You know, when you go on the football pitch, it seems a lot easier. Think about street football playing on concrete and the football's probably all beat up after a while. I remember we used to play with a football back in the day, man. All the leather had peeled off. Remember them old school footballs, people, man? Come on. Old football with no leather. All the levers come off. All kept going underneath the car. You have to climb underneath the car, you know? Those were the days, man. Those were the days when football was really real. I remember we used to play out in the road. We just used to draw a goal on this wall. And every time a bus came or something, we just had to pick the ball up. It was all different, man. Them days were so much fun, man. I used to play football till late at night in the pitch black. Couldn't even see properly. Big up Stephen Morris. Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. He said, Curtis, we win tomorrow 2-0. You watch, bruv. If we beat Man City tomorrow, I mean, absolute madness. Madness if we beat City. I'll be celebrating big time, man. Brazil full of fun ball. Bruv, listen, do you know what? When I was younger, I did some, I was doing some coaching for futsal. Obviously, futsal is a lot of people in Brazil play it. Obviously, like small-sided games, like 5-6 a side. I think the football's a little bit heavier as well. In England, I was playing 11 a side at 9 years of age. 9 years of age, 11 a side. The goalkeeper was like halfway up the goal. He couldn't touch the crossbar. All you had to do as a young striker was shoot high up, and it was in. Roof of the net, top corner, keeper's not getting it. But all that learns you to do in England is get the ball from defence to the front as quick as you can. So you get the ball at the back, whack it over the top, put your fast players up front and just run. So the development, the technical ability was not there in England. Whereas in Brazil, they were saying to me that, look, you don't play 11 aside till you're about 13, 14. So they all learn that technical ability, short, small-sided games, good touchers, bang, 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 all of that. And that's how you learn. That's why they're so technical. As you say, kick and rush football, man. Front to back. Hit the channels. How many times do you hear that in non-league football in England? Hit the channels. They don't even pass the ball to your feet. They're putting it in an area of the pitch for you to run after it and try. I've had managers before saying to me, try and win a throw-in. They'll kick the ball over the top. They want me to run down the defender and make him kick out for a throw-in. And that was what they classed as football. It's glorified rugby in a way, Willian is Brazilian too. You got to remember, though, man. I know we're all fuming with him at the moment. This guy's been a decent, he's been a decent player. Let's not forget. This guy's had a good career. I know right now he's all over the place. You can't forget what he's done in his career. I mean, I'm just looking at him here. He's got 70 caps for Brazil, people. 70 caps. 234 appearances for Chelsea. 18 for Arsenal, no goals. I mean, he ain't no, he's not no rubbish player. He's probably down tools, bro. He's probably down tools. He's probably like, listen, man, I'm 32. I'm nearly 33. I'm chilling, bro. I'm tired. I've been at Chelsea for 7 years. He's probably thinking where the demand is so high. Right now, I'm just chilling. Curtis Shaw 9 it is. Number 9. Curtis Shaw, then the number 9. Yeah, Willian's probably thinking, yo, I'm chilling, man. I've been at Chelsea for 7 years. Abramovich, Jose, Ancelotti, all these demanding managers. He's thinking, I'm chilling, man. I got my restaurant. I'm here with my boy David Luiz. Arteta can't really tell me much. I'm on 120 bags a week, I'm chilling. If I play well, I play well. All I can say is, and I say this all the time, no professional footballer purposely has a bad game. They really don't. He's just completely out of form. Is it the fact that the team wasn't playing well? Is it the style of play? I always said, if you look at Willian, one of his best assets is his crosses into the box, right? At Chelsea, he had Olivier Giroud, 6'4". He had Tammy Abraham, 6'4". He's putting crosses in. Giroud's heading them in. Willian then looks good. He come in earlier in the season. I remember him putting loads of crosses in, but no one's winning crosses for Arsenal. So we're going, what the hell's he doing? He's just crossing the ball. But if someone's heading them crosses in, Willian might have 6-7 assists by now, and you're bigging him up. Listen, I agree with everyone. He's been poor. But it's not just as simple as getting rid of him, because he's got 2.5 years left on an expensive contract. Who's going to want him? Who would want him? Very difficult to get rid of him. Curtis, who's the best Brazilian in your opinion, past or present, in the Premier League? Who's the best Brazilian? I think best Brazilian, you got to be looking at Gilberto Silva, was very good. I can't think, because a lot of the best Brazilians don't even come to this country. Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, they never came here. Cafu, Carlos, we never seen none of them, man. Who would you say? Coutinho, yeah, he was good. Man said Andre Santos, yeah, and Denilson. Trust us to go and buy we all these great Brazilians, and we get these kind of guys. Oh, Robinho, that's a good shout. What a player, although he didn't really rip the Premier League up for that long. What about Juninho, who played for Middlesbrough? He was a top player as well. Fernandinho, yeah, he's definitely up there, man. He's been an absolute beast for Chelsea. Chelsea, I'm talking about Man City, sorry. He was brilliant. He was really good. Alano, Gabriel Paulista, Baptista. I would say Robinho in terms of talent, we didn't really rip it up. I would say probably Gilberto Silva, Fernandinho, Juninho, Firmino as well. You know, he's won the Champions League and the Premier League. He's got to be up there as well. Firmino, Bobby, you know. Paulinho, he was at Tottenham for a bit. He flopped. Diego Costa, well, do we call him Brazilian? Born and bred in Brazil, but he chose Spain, so Edu was decent. Big up Anwari, he said, love your work, Curtis. Massive fan here from Singapore. Big up, bro, for tuning in. Thank you very much. Pato, yeah, was Pato here for a little bit? Did Pato go Chelsea for a little bit? Edu. Juninho from Middlesbrough. Him and Ravanelli, man, what a partnership. Game's back underway, people. Liverpool on the ball. What can they do? Can they fight their way back into it, or will it be 4 wins on the bounce for Liverpool? 4 defeats on the bounce. Sorry, what am I talking about? Sorry. Silvinho was decent, yeah. Ramirez. Martinelli could be a top player, obviously, but it's a time issue, that one. That one's a time issue. Ramirez and Oscar, they were good players. They were good. We were linked with Oscar at one stage. Curtis Paulinho actually did well at Barcelona for 1 or 2 years. He did, you know, once I thought he was finished, and the man ended up at Barca, and he looked decent there as well. Gilberto was an immense player for us. We're at Liverpool finishing. Oh, header from Mane saved. You think Liverpool will get top 4? I think they'll scrape it somehow. I don't think they can be this bad for too long. They've got too much quality in that team. It's just that defence. You know, Liverpool's defence has been solid the last couple of years. It looks like you can score all the time against Liverpool now. They're giving 2 or 3 big chances away every game now. So it's a lot different. It's a lot different, this Liverpool team this season. Richarlison scored, but he's offside. Miles offside. David Luiz, he's been all right. He's won a lot in the Prem. He has won a lot, but I think everyone knows that mistake that's been in him all those times. Too many mistakes really have let him down. Defense is so vital to everything. Robinho is probably the most talented, I would say so. I remember his lob against Arsenal, man. I think Almunia was in goal. I was a big fan of Robinho, man. When they signed him, I thought he was going to be a superstar, but didn't really take to the Premier League over a long period of time. Wish a lot of these Brazilians wouldn't have gone to China. Hulk, Paulinho, Oscar. Bruv, them man want to get paid. A lot of them man come from poverty, man. I remember when Oscar went there, and people were like, why have you left Chelsea to go to China? And he was like, look, this move is going to secure generations of his family. He goes, look, I enjoyed playing in the Prem. I've had that experience, but I'm going to get paid, bro. You know, and he's been there for a while as well. And I respected that honesty, man. I respected it. A lot of what people have to understand, a lot of footballers, they don't love football as much as you would think. You know, a lot of fans love the game more than a lot of players do. I've played with a lot of players who are like, do you know what? I don't love football that much. I know players who go home, they don't watch football. They don't have nothing to do with it outside of training and that. They play because they're good at it and it's a career and they don't find it difficult. A lot of them don't love the game. There's so much politics in football. You know, so much politics. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I did respect him for doing that, man. The man said, listen, I came from poverty, man. I'm securing the next generations of my family. I'm not that gassed about the Premier League. I'm going to get paid. Curtis, I loved Denilson, the left winger for Brazil in 2002. What a player he was. He was definitely a street baller as well. His dribbling was unreal. He used to play for Real Betis. I remember him, bro. I remember him. He used to do like 10 stepovers at once. His stepovers were unbelievable. He didn't really have the career, again, that I think people expected. He got that big money move to Betis, and then he just kind of went off the face of the earth. I don't know where he went after that. Here's a chance. Trent Alexander pulls it back and cleared. Everton are defending so well. That was a great chance. Salah shrugs off Gomez, and then he's tackled. Trent wins it back. This is a chance. Salah, right foot cross. Back post. They just can't break him down. Can't break him down. Robertson finds Thiago. They've worked their way well. Curtis Jones whips it in. Mane, what a miss. Heads it over the bar. Great chance. He was stretching slightly. I think he should do better. I do think he should do better there. What a chance. Facts, Oscar had a single mum raising him and his siblings. He wanted to get his mum and future generations right. Chase checks after achieving enough for himself. I don't blame him, man. Why not? Curtis Bobby Zamora hates football. As I said, there's a lot of players who are similar. Big up Scouse Mike. He said, sorry, missed a few streams. Curtis been very busy with work and family. Yeah, man. Priorities, man. You have to. You have to. Politics ruin everything, not just football. We've seen it, man. You know? The ones that do love the game go to a level, I feel, though. Yeah. But there are some who have played top level. Trust me, man. There are. But, yeah, I get you. You know, there's no question. You know, Ronaldo and Messi, those guys love the game. Jesse Lingard is England's greatest ever player. I don't know about that. Don't know about that, my friend. Sonny Anderson from Marseille, Barca, and Brazil was a great striker, overshadowed by Romario, Ronaldo, and Rivaldo. It is what it is. Sonny Anderson, yeah. That reminds me of Anderson at Man United as well for the Brazilian players. He had a good spell for a year or two. He was decent. What's your strongest England 11? I would go Pickford in goal, honestly, just because I think he's good for England, man. Sometimes you've got to judge players different off what they do for their country and club. I think Pickford's been solid for England. I'll go Pickford in goal. Would I play Trent at right back? He's been pretty poor. I probably would. I'll probably go Trent. It's interesting because I think Luke Shaw's been better than Chilwell this year by far as well. By far, you know. Trent at right back. I would... Is Mane? Mane's in. He's been tackled. Firmino. Oh, Pickford gets it. Oh, yeah, Wan-Bissaka. Do you know what? I forget this guy plays for England. Do you know what it is, though? I tell you the problem with Wan-Bissaka. International football's a lot slower, and I think you get a lot more possession. People saying Trent can't defend, but Wan-Bissaka can't attack. You know? So that's the problem. Maybe Reece James at Chelsea, he's pretty good at defending and attacking. So I'm not sure at right back. It depends how Southgate wants to play. You got Kyle Walker, but he's a little bit washed up now as well. I think Reece James is good, but I would go for Trent. I'll go for the delivery and the attack. Wan-Bissaka just can't deliver a ball. I'll still go for Trent. Centre-back's a problem. Centre-back is a problem. I think you got to go John Stones because he's in good form for Manchester City. He is in good form. But who do you play next to him? You know, they're going to play Maguire, people. They're going to play him. He's probably, well, I think Kane's captain, but they're going to play Maguire, whether we like it or not. So maybe you go Maguire and Stones. I don't know what other centre-back you would pick. Who would you pick? Tyrone Mings? I do like Mings. He's decent. Yeah, just Mings and Stones, possibly. You got Cody at Wolves. I'm not fully convinced by him either. I'd possibly go Mings and Stones, but they won't do it. They will pick Maguire. Left back, I mean, who would you go, people? Chilwell or Luke Shaw? I'd say Luke Shaw's had a much better season than Chilwell. Chilwell's actually on the bench today. They're playing Alonso over him. I agree with that. I think Cody does need to play in a free, so I wouldn't play him. You've got to go Luke Shaw. You have. He's one of them guys who, since people were calling him fat and stuff like that, it's like people haven't rated him, but he has had a good season. So I'll go Luke Shaw. Yeah, I'll go Luke Shaw. In the midfield, let's say, I think he plays 4-2-3-1 Southgate. So I'll go, who would your two centre mids be, people? Give me your two centre mids. I'll tell you mine, right? I would play Henderson. And trust me, I'm not a fan of Henderson, but he's been solid for Liverpool for the last few years, man. You got to be on. And I would play Phillips next to him. I'd play Phillips. I'm not the biggest fan of Declan Rice. I think he's like an Eric Dyer, but slightly more mobile. I like that Phillips at Leeds. I would actually take him at Arsenal. He's got a bit of bite about him. He's technically good. You know, you're saying Maddison, I don't think centre midfield. I don't think he's got the engine. He's more of a 10. So me, I would go Henderson and Phillips in the middle of midfield. My three after that, this is difficult. This is very difficult because I would go Grealish 10. I would play Grealish 10. No, yeah, he is better than Dyer. Don't get me wrong. Dyer's shocking, but Trent whips in, headed away. Yeah, bro, I'm going to be honest. Foden don't get in the England team for me. He doesn't. And I know that's harsh considering the form. I want speed out wide. I want pace. Grealish for me has been unbelievable this year. I would play him 10. I play Grealish 10. Left and right. Firmino shoots straight at the keeper. This is a tricky one because Rashford, Sterling, Sancho. I'm leaving Sancho out. I'm playing Rashford on the left. I'm playing Rashford on the left because he's quick. He scores goals. He's got a good partnership with Luke Shaw as well at left back. I would go Sterling and Rashford out wide. There's your pace. You're saying Grealish ain't got pace, but that's the 10 role, innit, you know? That's the 10 role. You don't need a quick 10. Sancho, Grealish, Kane. No, so I'll play Rashford on the left, Sterling on the right, Grealish in the middle. But saying that, Sterling's not as good on the right, is he? He's better on the left. So do you have to bench Rashford? I like Rashford, though, man. He can shoot. Man United fan killing him. Rashford is dead. I watch him every week. Sancho is clear of him. No, I'm gonna stand my ground, people. I'm standing my ground. I'm going Rashford. And Sterling out wide. Pace, bro. They score goals as well. Rashford can shoot from distance. Sterling's got your tight little dribbling. And then Harry Kane through the middle. You're telling me a front four of Rashford left, Sterling right, Grealish in the 10, and Kane up front can't do bits. The thing is, Sancho, a lot of the time, gets benched for England. I don't think he... No, I got to be honest, man. I love Saka. Is Saka starting ahead of Raheem Sterling and Jadon Sancho and them, man? Some man are on to me in the comments over Sancho. But, bruv, Sancho ain't really excelled for England yet. Let's be totally honest. You know, he hasn't. I think Rashford is a massive goal threat off the left. Raheem Sterling's been on fire for Man City, bruv. He's been on fire. The only argument you could have is that right-hand side, I think, because I think Sterling is better on the left, and I'm picking him on the right to accommodate Rashford. I want to know your teams. Give me your team, or at least give me your front four. I want your number 10, your two wingers, and your striker. The striker, we're all going to agree, actually. You don't, unless someone's going to say someone else. We're all going to play Harry Kane. Who are you playing right, left, and number 10? Because some people here are saying that Foden should be playing, but I don't see who you play him over. Rather have Saka over Sancho. That's hard, man. You're saying Sancho's better than Rashford. The only reason I'm going Rashford is for the goal threat. I feel like he's a bigger goal threat on the left-hand side. Let me see what you guys are saying. MN said, sorry, Curtis, Sancho and Sterling before Saka. Saka is not far behind Sancho at the moment. I don't know. Let me see what you're saying. Grealish, Cam, left wing Sterling, Kane striker, right wing Sancho. I can get my head around that one because Sterling is electric on the left. But I'm kind of accommodating him on the right to play him and Rashford. Rashford on the left, Sterling on the right over everything else. That's me, but because the thing is, I feel like they're two totally different wingers. Rashford can shoot from distance. He's a bit taller. Sterling's your little dribbler, and you know. But I want to know what you guys are saying here. Grealish Cam. So yeah, you're saying that. Grealish 10, Sancho left wing, Sterling right wing, Kane striker. Surely you would swap Sancho and Sterling. Don't Sancho play right wing a lot of the time? I don't know. I haven't seen him that much this season. No Foden, bro. You tell who are you picking Foden ahead of? What position are you playing Foden? Tell me where you'd pick him. A lot of the time he plays off the wing for City. I wouldn't play him wide. I think I want two quick players out wide for England this year. Kane with the hold up with pace either side of him. That's when I think Kane is at his best. You've seen him for Tottenham this year. He drops deep and then runners either side of him. That's when he can thrive. Yeah, okay, switch him. I get it. A lot of people would probably go Sterling and Sancho. I can fully understand that. Foden, Cam. Foden ahead of Grealish. Listen, you can have that argument. You can have it. But I'm going for Jack Grealish, man. I think Jack Grealish is a superstar. I think he's ready to blow up. I think he could go to the Euros and rip people apart, man. Grealish, Sterling, Kane, Sancho. That seems to be the most popular one. I'm not going to lie. People want... Richarlison's in. Richarlison, he's took too long. What is he doing? Why did he not volley that with his right foot? Unbelievable. Yo, Samuel, big up Samuel. You got the chat lit, bruv. I love that. That's why I'm telling you, man. What a community we've got here, people. Great question. You've got us all going. I love these debates. Kane, Sterling, Grealish, Foden. So you'd play what? Foden on the right then, possibly. Grealish 10, Sterling on the left. Foden or Grealish or Mount. Southgate will eventually put... He loves Mount, innit? You know, he absolutely loves him. James Rodriguez off and Calvert-Lewin coming on. Grealish, Cam, left wing, Sterling. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be saying that, man. Rashford and Kane up top. Sancho and Sterling out wide. So you're playing like 4-4-2 almost. Foden, Grealish, Sancho behind Kane. Bro, Sterling not in the England team. Raheem Sterling not in the England team. I'm Rashford. I could never see that team getting picked. He loves Raheem Sterling, man. Sterling's top of the league, bro. Sterling's top of the league, banging goals in left, right, and centre. He's been wearing the armband. Ronaldo, Felix, and Bruno, and Bernardo Silva. Francis, Mbappe, Griezmann, Dembele, Giroud. Those nations have crazy front threes, and then the one behind. But I think, listen, England's is up there with them. It's up there, you know. If you was talking Kane, Sterling, Sancho, Grealish, it's not far behind some of them. I know Ronaldo and, you know, but as a collective, Sterling has a blunder in his lock. I just think Sterling is better for Man City than England. I don't think he's quite as good for England. He massively benefits from that system at Manchester City. It suits him to perfection. Sterling is good, but he's limited when compared to Foden, Sancho, and Grealish. Maybe in terms of technical ability, yeah, I agree. But his effectiveness at club level is huge. For Man City, he's one of their best players by far. England have so many attacking players. It's mad. Think of the youth. Richarlison, they're 2-on-2 here, Everton. Looks for Calvert-Lewin. It's a poor pass. He didn't help him with the run. Here's Sigurdsson. Deflection. Saved by Alisson. Everton need to put Allen on. Good player, Allen, man. Belgium is at the top in the nation's rankings. They are. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll win the Euros for some reason. Apologies, people. I had to get the charger. Yeah, Belgium are at the top in the nation's rankings, but just something about Belgium. I'm just not sure they'll win it. I'm just not sure they'll win the Euros. They've got great players, but they just seem like that great team of individuals that don't click. Very scarce might. Nobody is mentioning Dele Alli anymore. He'll be lucky to even go to the Euros. He was actually starting in the World Cup. Sterling Limited, what is England's best player other than Kane? Well, I think people are saying, for technical ability, he's not as good as maybe, Grealish and Foden, but it's his effectiveness. He's amazing at dribbling and finishing, really. Those guys have got mad touch, great pass. Some of them can shoot from distance. They're not things you really associate with Sterling, long-range shooting and stuff like that. Here come Liverpool. Trent whips it in. Oh, what a save. What a save. Oh, he didn't save it. I thought he did. He just whipped it across the box. Hazard is washed. It's crazy because at Chelsea, I thought he was an unbelievable player, Eden Hazard. And he's gone to Real Madrid and just done nothing. He looks overweight. He doesn't look quick anymore. He hardly scores. It's a crazy situation. I mean, De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku, they should be doing all sorts with that. Throw into Everton, 25 minutes to go. Big up everyone in the chat. You guys have been legends today, man. Getting great debate started off. Big up Samuel with a question. You got everyone going. Talking about possible England front four and stuff. Went Real and just ate. Yeah, he got that big check, man, and just started eating good, man. Bare steaks. Unpopular opinion, but Hazard is overhyped for me. Well, I think now most people would agree, but when he was at Chelsea, he was phenomenal, man. He was, we saw it in the Europa League final. He basically won them that game. He ripped us apart in that game. I love this. Better than the game. The debates are banging. Who do you think's going to win the Euros? Who's your favourites for the Euros? Do you think England can win it? I think if England had a better manager, they'd have a chance of winning it. But I just don't think Southgate gives England a chance. He'll pick about 6 defenders in the team. He'll probably start Eric Dyer and Declan Rice. He'll start all of them stiff players who can't, no dribbling ability. Probably won't play Grealish either. People think France. I always like France. I've always had a bit of a connection with France, man. The whole Arsenal thing. Anelka, Pires, Henry. I've always admired the French team. They're probably my favorite European team after England, of course. I always like France. I think they're definitely favourites. Portugal as well. I think there'll be a dark horse in this tournament. Ronaldo. And they're the holders as well, and João Felix, Bernardo, Bruno, Ruben Dias, Semedo, Pereira. They've got ballers, man. Portugal have got a good team, very good team. Germany are the team you can never write off. They just don't seem like, I don't know, though. They'll have Werner and all them, man, but even, who's the other team I was thinking? Even Holland have got a decent team now. Van Dijk, Wijnaldum, Depay, Frankie de Jong. They're starting to develop a strong team. Nice to see Holland back, man. They were legendary at the old tournaments, the orange shirts all around. Sammy said his mum is French, his dad is British, but I have to say I'm always on the French team, no cap. Yeah, Cancelo as well. I forgot about him for Portugal. England v France final. That would be legit, bro. That would be a serious final. Gnabry, Sané, and Werner. It's a good 3. Havertz in the 10. Those guys will probably play better for Germany than they have been doing in the Prem as well. Here's Shaqiri for Liverpool. Finds Thiago. Liverpool are struggling. France, my favourites. England have the chance for the talent. If Gareth Southgate is brave and decides to actually try and win the tournament, England will do well. If he goes there and plays all conservative and starts picking the wrong players, putting Dyer in and all these, man, then England won't do anything. They'll probably get knocked out in like the quarters or something. Firmino finds Salah. Oh, Shaqiri, Salah! Keeper saved it. What a save. Told you, man, Pickford. I told you. He's not great at club level, although he's having a great game today. But for England, this is the kind of form he shows. He's a solid keeper. Salah inside the 6-yard box. Keeper makes himself big. Southgate would play for a draw in the final. You're not wrong there, bruv. Yeah, Gundogan, someone said there for Germany as well. Gundogan, Goretzka, Kimmich. Woo, they got some quality there, bruv. Holland will be contenders, definitely. They got some good players, man. As I said, Depay, Van Dijk, Nathan Ake. They've got De Ligt. They got some very good players. Southgate out of his depth. Yeah, I don't rate him. I don't rate him at all. I feel like he bottled that World Cup semi-final. His substitutions were shocking in that semis. Obviously, we all know Harry Kane should have passed to Sterling to make it 2-0. England would have probably won that game if he'd have passed. Germany's midfield is at top, actually could be a true contender. I always forget, but you should never write the Germany team off. Also, Thomas Muller and their man as well. They got beasts. Everton, Calvert-Lewin, good player, man. His hold-up play is so good. Decore's been excellent. Just as I say Decore's been excellent, he gives it away. They got away with it. Who's the Euros dark horse? Yeah, for me, I would say Holland or Portugal. Probably Portugal. But again, they might not even be classed as a dark horse because Portugal are actually the holders. Outside of that, yeah, someone said here, Croatia, they always seem to do well. Germany will be there as well. Italy, I haven't seen much of Italy. Is their team on its way back? They were always brilliant. Spain as well, you can never write off Spain. They'll keep the ball well. They'll be tidy. I always think with Spain, have they got that striker? Diego Costa, does he even get in the squad? I don't know. Morata. I don't know who Spain's number 9 is, to be honest. There's Calvert-Lewin. What is he doing? What is he doing? They've had 2 opportunities, Everton. Calvert-Lewin at the byline on his left foot decides not to cross it and then just runs it out. He's in here. He's in the penalty area. Just cross it. Richarlison's in the box and he just runs it out. That is poor play. Italy have a couple of years ago. Immobile with penalties. Iceland, clap, bruv. Do you know what? I remember that year going on holiday and I landed at the hotel and I walk in the hotel, turn the game on and England are losing. I think there was about 20 minutes to go to Iceland and I'm like, is this serious or what? Like Iceland? And the game finished and their man are just like, do. And I'm like, nah, England are an absolute mess. I don't know. Was that Roy Hodgson? I think was the manager then. It's mad. Yeah, I need to see what teams are in it, to be fair. Morata's number 9 for Spain. See, I don't know about that. Don't particularly rate him. Firmino shoots high and wide on his left foot. Yeah, Morata. I don't really rate Morata that highly, man. Calvert-Lewin isn't fit. Yeah, I'll let him off. He's been out for a little bit. Portugal won in 2016, but remember Mbappe wasn't playing for France. Yeah, there you go. Didn't Portugal win that tournament without winning a game or something mad like that? Didn't they draw 3 times in the group and then win a couple of knockout games on penalties or something crazy like that? And then something like that. And then they won the final in extra time. If nowhere in it, they could be the surprise package. That's Haaland, isn't it? Haaland with no. Do you know what? I don't even know the teams that are in the tournament. I need to look. We will be streaming this summer, by the way. International football is going to carry on, people. I'm going to do loads of games this summer, man. I'm going to get that going. The Euros going to be sick, bro. That's daily games. So I think at the start you get like 2 games a day, don't you? So yeah, we're gonna be streaming daily, man, during the Euros. Obviously, the transfer window will be open as well, so we'll get the transfer videos to see if Arsenal are doing anything. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just hoping Arsenal can do something before the season finishes. Throw into Liverpool in their own half, 17 minutes to go. Kevin said they never won a match during 90 minutes. That's it. It's crazy, man, that they won that tournament. And the World Cup next year. Bro, you know what? I actually forgot that. Yeah, because the Euros got moved a year, didn't it? Yeah. World Cup next year. Which one's that? Is that Qatar next year? Curtis, what's the best goal you've seen scored by a player in the Euros? Van Basten. Is that the volley? Van Basten's volley is ridiculous, isn't it? That's got to be up there. Qatar, right? Yeah, I don't know what they're doing because I remember they were saying that World Cup was going to have to get moved to the winter because it's too hot in Qatar in the summer. I haven't heard nothing about that yet. Brazil are going to win the World Cup. They'll be up there. They've got a very good team at the moment. Shaqiri, all clear. I tell you what, Godfrey, Keane, and Holgate have looked solid in this game. Very, very solid. I think Holgate and Godfrey will get England call-up soon. I know Michael Keane has already had England call-ups. 169 likes, people. Surely we can get to 200 before we get out of here. Just a quick smash of that like button helps the video get seen. I really appreciate all you guys tuning in. You've been brilliant today as well. We've got 15 minutes left of this game. It's in December. Oh, Winter World Cup, so it has been moved, yeah? France will win the World Cup and the Euros, possibly. Wasn't there a bunch of corrupt business around Qatar getting the bid? I think there was some sort of investigation, but I believe they've still been told they can host the tournament there. Just the defenders: Varane, Luka Digne, Kimpembe, Mendy, Pavard, Lenglet, Upamecano, Hernandez, Zuma, Mendy. They've got ridiculous talent in that French squad. Salah, edge of the box, finds Trent. What's he going to do? He's going to cross it. He shoots, it's blocked. Everton's defending has been superb in this game. Big up, Curtis. Respect, Musa. Better late than never, my friend. If Brazil wins the World Cup next year, would you put Neymar close to the level of Ronaldinho R9? It's hard. It's hard. He would have to tear that World Cup up for me to be putting him on that level. Those two are right up there on the pedestal for me. Like, there's some of my favorites. Do you see Argentina and Messi finally winning the Copa America? They host the tournament. Argentina right now, you would still think Brazil will beat them. I don't know. I mean, Messi hasn't won any international tournament with Argentina. It's a real blip on his career. Something he needs to win, really. I would like him to, because Messi's one of the best, isn't he? So it would be good to see him win something. Kante and Pogba, yeah, for France. France always got quality, aren't they? Got players like Aouar as well, loads. Oh no, Sparrow Curtis, I've subscribed. Thank you very much. Hit the subscribe button, people, if you haven't already, and like the video. Be much appreciated, people. Much appreciated. Watched your video with a brother from City who was saying the Messi deal is done. Do you think he will kick it in the Prem at his age? I mean, listen, I still took it with a pinch of salt, although I was very confident that the deal is going to happen. But I still think he'll bang goals in Messi, you know. Whether he could, deal with the intensity every single week. But I still think he'll bang plenty of goals in. Plenty of goals in. I just don't think the defending. I don't think the defending in the Premier League is all that. With Manchester City, the way they move the ball, I think Messi would clean up. I think he'd score loads of goals. Tupac spitting wisdom at his 20s. He's ahead of his time. Oh, yeah, I put that up the other day, actually. Tupac's my favourite rapper of all time. He's you can listen to his music today, and it's timeless, a lot of it. I like the wise Tupac, not the wild one, that was spitting out the car windows. I don't like that one. I like the intelligent, clued up one that was talking real sense. Can't wait to see Saliba in France shirts and win the World Cup, and Arteta in the press conference saying he's not ready to play. Oh dear, you could see that in it. The only thing is the Prem is more physical. I remember when Messi played against Man United and Chris Smalling elbowed him in the nose. I think he broke his nose in that game. And I was like, yo, Messi don't want it in England, bro. You imagine him at Burnley away. Tarkowski and Ben Mee just elbowing him, getting fouled. He wouldn't be getting free kicks for things he was getting in Spain. But he would score a lot of goals. Very good video. Again, he was a good guest. Yeah, he was very good, Steve. Knows his football, man. Very passionate about Manchester City, he was. We could all stand to listen to Pac. Yeah, he's unbelievable. Here come Liverpool. Oh, it's been cleared again. They just can't get a chance. Now the midfield. Guendouzi, Tolisso, Eduardo, Camavinga, Sissoko, Aouar, Coman, Fekir, Kante, Rabiot, Matuidi, Ondebele, Pogba, and Lamar. The depth they've got is ridiculous. I'm waiting for the attacking one now as well. I want the attackers from you as well. I love that, I love that. You're giving me some great knowledge there of who they've got, because I wouldn't have even thought of some of these. Arteta says that we are going to show our personality. I'm guessing that means we're going to sit back and hope for the best. Yeah, exactly. Messi can't go for a header in the Prem. He's getting clotted. Yeah, he won't want to head the ball too much. Keep your head up. Ooh, yeah. Things are going to get easier. Come on, man. Tupac in the building. I still listen to them albums to this day, man. You're mad. Picture me rolling. The best, man. The best. He was way ahead of his time. The Prem ain't the best league in the world. It's just the most competitive. The league is just full of elbow grease ballers. That's harsh. Not all of them, but I get you. A lot of them. Here's a chance. Calvert-Lewin. What a save. Calvert-Lewin's a penalty, surely. It's got to be a penalty. And here we go. Penalty to Everton. Penalty to Everton. It's all going wrong. That could be a red card as well. That could be a red. Calvert-Lewin was in. The goalkeeper saves it. And he was fouled. Look at Richarlison. He turns the defender here. Calvert-Lewin, he's too quick for Trent. Slides the ball. He's onside. He's in. He gets the shot. Alisson saves it. That is harsh, because Trent he's basically ran into Trent's head. Trent's just in the way. It brings it. Maybe he does. If the referee considers that a foul, yeah, I think he lifts his foot up. I think it is. Now, to me, is that not a red card, people? Is that not a red? This could be 2-0. Trent doesn't even get booked. If that was Arsenal, he'd be sent off. But hey, we'll talk about it another day. And wow, what is going to happen here? It could be 2-0. It's a penalty. I think it's VAR have told the ref to go and have a look at it. Is he going to give the penalty or not, people? What do you think? Is that a penalty for you? I think he lifts. At first, I thought he's just kicked him on the back of his head, but I thought he actually lifted his foot up afterwards as well. He's give the penalty, people. He's give the penalty. Here's the French attack. Giroud, Martial, Dembele, Mbappe, Thuram, and Griezmann. Ridiculous amount of talent, man. VAR, no, but he's giving it. Is it a red? Just give him a red. How is it not a red? I don't get it. Like, if that's a foul, that is a red card. Here we go, people. Gylfi Sigurdsson, penalty. This will surely be game over. Here we go. What a penalty, right into the corner. Gylfi Sigurdsson and Liverpool are a mess. They are an absolute mess, people. 2-0 down. Oh, dear. 2-0 to Everton. Wow. Liverpool are in turmoil. They are in turmoil. Great penalty. Keeper goes the right way. I actually thought he hit that too soft. Liverpool getting slapped left, right, and centre. I mean, I think Trent lifts his foot up. I think he lifts his foot up. I think that is a penalty. He falls over his head. Then he lifts the leg up. Why is that not a card? Why is that not a card? I don't get it. But hey, 2-0 to Everton. I never saw this coming. Really didn't see it. Ancelotti, who passed it according to Aiton. Listen, don't get me started. Please don't. I'll pull up the video from over a year ago where I said Arsenal should go for him. And people were going, he's washed up at Napoli. Not everyone, I'll have to say. Curtis England could have Aymeric Laporte play for them in the World Cup. Is that right? How is he available to play for England? Does he have English family? Lloris and Areola in goal. I love how you put the keepers in at the end as well. They're not great in goal, but Lloris plays all right for France. He's not been great for Tottenham. Firmino! Oh, what a miss. What a miss. What a miss. Bobby Firmino. Great feet. And look at his dribbling. Goes past 2, drags it wide. Goes past 3, actually. He's got to do better. That's the thing with Firmino, he's great as that link-up man, that false 9, but his finishing at times leaves a lot to be desired. Salah, great. No, not a great ball. Terrible ball. Straight into Jordan Pickford's hands. Liverpool. Woo! They're making me feel better here, Liverpool. It makes me feel better how bad Arsenal are. That someone else is bad as well, although they are still above us. Oh, you're adding more attacking players. So you're adding, who else you're adding here? St. Maximin, Moussa Dembele as well, and Edouard. They've got some incredible players. If they had a top goalkeeper, I mean, Lloris is good for France, but I think he's fading a little bit now. We're all in this community together, fam. I'm telling you, I've always wanted community vibes, on this channel. And I got to be honest, you lot are fantastic in the comments. You really are. I go on some channels and it's a bit toxic in the comments. But no, you guys never let me down, man. Brilliant. The Man City dude was very good on your show today, Curtis. Very funny. Bro, he was brilliant. He's so passionate. We said, half an hour show, no more. It went like 45 minutes. We could have probably gone for an hour and a half, brother. He loves Manchester City so much. And they've suffered so much, Man City, man. They were in League One, bro. Imagine that. We didn't even mention Decore. Decore doesn't even get picked for France. And look how good he is. Bro, what did I say about Decore? We needed him at Arsenal for time, achieving historic wins at Everton. There you go. Top player. 20 million as well. George said, yes, my brother. You're good, Curtis. I'm good, man. FT Music TV said, Curtis, you got one of the best and most positive, entertaining channels on YouTube. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Very Scouse Mike said, one channel, one community, one love. Couldn't have said it better, bro. Klopp out, lads. Aubameyang's the plug. Let's get Klopp out of Liverpool so we can get him to Arsenal, Get him out of there. Liverpool, get rid of him. Get Gerrard back and we'll take Klopp at Arsenal, As Haaland scored a hat-trick, that guy is a goal machine. Do you know what's funny? About 3 weeks ago, people were talking about Haaland and I was saying, do you know what? I'm not fully convinced by him. I feel like he's just one of them players who score a lot of goals in the Bundesliga, but in the past week or so, he's been going mad. Has he got a hat-trick? Sancho, Haaland, Guerrero, Haaland. He's got 2, I think. Smart business from Everton. Look where we're at compared to them. Said this to Robbie on the channel and Kevin Campbell. Appointed the same week as Mikel Arteta, people. Appointed the same week as Arteta. Finished behind us last season. Right? They're now joint with Liverpool. And another win would get them to 4th. Yeah? They are currently, with this win, 6 points ahead of us. And a win gets them to 4th. But apparently Arteta needs, another couple of transfer windows. England could probably get Decore and Laporte to play for them. They probably could. Curtis, I absolutely don't agree with you on Haaland. He's an absolute beast. Don't get me wrong, I rate him. I do rate him. He's a good striker, but I thought people were getting carried away with him, but maybe people are right to get carried away with him. Maybe I was wrong. I was playing him down a bit, saying he's good, but he's not. People are raving about him. Why is that not a red card? What's different to Luiz's accidental contact? David Luiz plays for Arsenal, mate. VAR hate Arsenal, unfortunately. That is the problem. That is the problem. Haaland is a boss. He's a very good player. I like him. Do like him. If Liverpool had Van Dijk and Gomez, I think the fact their defence is very weak is causing them to... it's messing up their attack. They have no balance. Their defence just looks like you can get it. It's so much. Their midfield is way off. Origi's come on now, but I think Liverpool need investment. I think Klopp, he's been massively unlucky with injuries, but I feel like they haven't backed him. They need to strengthen this squad now. They need to strengthen this squad big time. Liverpool, yeah, man. Trent didn't even get booked. Exactly. David Luiz gets sent off. Haaland will tear down the Prem. There's rumours of him going to Chelsea or Man City next season. 60 million release clause in the summer for Haaland. I think someone will buy him. Minute to go, people. 89 minutes gone. It's been a good game, entertaining game. 2-0 to Everton, man. I don't think anybody would have predicted that. Worst title defence ever. Yeah, Roy Keane said it. Worst title defence ever, and I think he's right. I know it's not completely their fault, because I do think the injuries have made life very difficult for them. But they've been poor. They've been very poor. There's no denying that. Throw into Liverpool in the 90th minute. Haaland's movement is elite. He does look good. Surprise bid from Arsenal for Haaland on the way. 60 million up front. I don't think we'd be able to do that. When is Jota coming back? They have missed him. They've definitely missed him. Big up Curtis, bro. Respect Anthony, man, for tuning in as always. Reset button in the summer for Liverpool. I think Liverpool need to sell a few players now. You know, some of these players they've had in the team for a while now, I think they can move them on. A couple of the midfielders, maybe Milner will go. I could see maybe Wijnaldum, he hasn't signed a contract. I could see maybe Oxlade-Chamberlain or Keita going. Maybe Origi as well. I think Liverpool need 3 or 4 new faces in that squad. They need to freshen it up. Of course, they've been ridiculously unlucky with injury. You know, their 3 centre-backs are all out injured, but you can't go into a Premier League season with 3 centre-backs. It's crazy. They sold Lovren, never bought another one. They went with just Matip, Van Dijk and Gomez. That's not enough. Arsenal's offer for Haaland, 20 million plus Guendouzi. Yeah, it probably would be something like that. All the best. Arteta, oh man, don't get me started. Klopp thought the team of last season would walk it again. It has backfired spectacularly. Yeah, Man City have shocked them. Oh, Mane could be in. Keane clears it. I tell you what, Everton's defending today has been superb. Keane, Godfrey and Holgate. 3 English centre-backs. And I don't really rate Michael Keane either, but he's been good in a 3. Sometimes back 3 makes it easier. Oh, Wijnaldum, great save. Pickford tips it over. This is probably the best I've seen Pickford play for Everton. Klopp always makes excuses. Big up Michael Keane today. I'm telling you, back 3 can make defenders look a lot better. And I think it's helping him. Definitely helping him. Ball whipped in, headed over by who is that? Is it injury? Head injury, I think. Someone's injured here badly. Is it Luca Digne? He landed on his ankle. This don't look good. The players are panicking really, but you can just tell players are panicking out. We're going to see what happened on the replay. I hope he hasn't landed badly and done a bad injury. He's a good player, to be fair, that Luca Digne at left back. Curtis, who do you think will get the Cherries job? Henry, Vieira or someone else? Is Vieira being linked with it? I didn't know that. I thought Henry was front runner to get that job. I hope Thierry gets it, man. I love Thierry, man. He's my favourite Arsenal player ever. Let's get him back in management and rescue his career, man. After Monaco, everyone's written Henry off as a manager. So I hope he gets the job. It's definitely a bad injury. They're not even showing you a replay of it, which usually tells you it's quite bad. And it looks like they're taking him off. Yeah, they're taking him off. It's definitely a bad one. 2 minutes before the game to get a bad injury. That Luca Digne is a very good left back as well. Doesn't get spoken about. You can just tell the players, the way they're acting, they know it's a bad injury. What? The man's standing up and walking off. I thought he mashed up his knee or something. All of a sudden, the man's getting up. It looks like he might have tweaked his ankle or something. Carlo Ancelotti and Duncan Ferguson. What a partnership. Italian mafia boss and the ultimate bully boy Scottish striker, Duncan Ferguson. Them two. You wouldn't mess with them two in the dressing room, bro. I'm telling you. You know, Don Carlo, you know, what a manager. How did we allow him to go to Everton and we took Arteta? Champions League winner. Don Carlo ends up at Everton. And we take a guy who's never managed at any level in his entire career. That kind of sums up Arsenal for me. I'm sorry. I know we're not here to rant about Arteta, but I would have loved Carlo Ancelotti at Arsenal. I really would. What a top manager he is, and he's proven it, man. He's sorted this Everton team out quick. Look, clean sheet at Anfield, bruv. Absolute madness with no Calvert-Lewin. Don Carlo, a man like Duncan, bruv, you would not mess around in that dressing room. I'm telling you, you would not mess around. Thought he snapped his ankle, bruv. I did. I'm thinking, nah, he's going to be out for months. He just walked off the pitch, popped it back in. It could have been his shoulder or something. I don't know. Curtis Henry was an unbelievable footballer. Best player I've seen play for Arsenal. He was sensational. Klopp doesn't have the squad depth that Pep has. Yeah, I agree with that. But I feel like the board haven't backed Klopp properly. And is that a free kick? The whistle's going to go now. We're in the 5th minute of added on time. Once this free kick's put in, I think that'll be the end of it. Oh, he hurt his head. Oh, apologies. I thought it was his ankle or his leg. There's a head injury, right? Must have missed that bit. Ozil would have gone the next day under Don Carlo. He sold him, didn't he, to Arsenal, actually, Carlo. Here's Iwobi. Oh. Sigurdsson! Oh, puts it wide. Apologies. Full time, people. Full time. 2-0 to Everton. What a victory that is. What a victory for Don Carlo Ancelotti, man. Great result for them. Liverpool, another defeat. They're turning into the whipping boys, man. Them man are getting beat left, right, and centre. Well, I will. Do you know what? I'll try and get Wax on this week. I was on his channel a few weeks ago. I need to call in the favour, man. You come back on mine. I'll get Wax on this week. I'm gonna have a couple guests on this week. Actually, I'll mix it up a bit. And tomorrow, join me, people. Tomorrow, Arsenal against Manchester City. Big up all of you in the comments. You've been absolutely brilliant as always. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't already. It'll be massively appreciated. Hit the like button, people, on your way out. It helps the video get shared. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Join me tomorrow. 3:45 will be here for the start of Arsenal against Manchester City. And as I said, people, Arsenal fans, we may have to watch that game from behind the sofa. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, people. Take care. I'll be back tomorrow for the watch along. Hit the like on your way out. Enjoy yourselves. Bless.